Rashidul Bari has asked me to say a little something about him as a learner and a person while he was at NYU, and as I kept in touch with him once he graduated. My name is Catherine Milne. I am Chair of the Department of Teaching and Learning and Professor of Science Education in the department here at New York University.
What color LED is this anyway?
I believe this is red.
Do you need more bigger LEDs?
This is 1.7.
Okay, yeah, we don't need any more than 1.7.
But I mean, do you want to try out some different coloured
Yeah,
LEDs?
yeah. Do you
I've got
have
a whole bunch?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Sulfur, chlorine, and argon, potassium, and calcium, so you'll grow strong. Scandium, titanium, vanadium, and chromium.
It'd be like a challenge, so you could see if.
Oh
Hey,
wow,
why do you want
those are
people-
massive.
Don't you want to make it like inquiry based? I would say I first met Rashidul 4 years ago. It seems longer, but only because he's really made an effort to stay in touch with us since he graduated from our program. It must have been a positive experience for him because he returned in the fall as a member of our Clinically Rich Integrated Science Program, or CRISP for short. It was a graduate program and enrolled students who'd graduated in physics, chemistry or biology into graduate studies in education, which was a certification-bearing teacher education course. So it allowed science graduates to work as teachers of science in schools. The program was funded as part of the Race to the Top funding, and it provided an opportunity for people to complete graduate degrees when they probably wouldn't have had that opportunity if funding hadn't been available. So Rashidul was one of our residents in the program. It was a residency-based program, so they were expected, all of our residents were expected to start work in schools, if you like, from the very beginning of the program.
We can think about this bucket of water, this bowl of water as a reservoir. So reservoir is always kind of bigger than the subject. In this case, the subject is the red cabbage. So why we put the beaker inside the reservoir? Because we want the temperature of the beaker reach the equilibrium with the water in the reservoir. So once they reach the equilibrium, then we can change the water so that it's gonna get cold. In fact, I can do it right now. I'm gonna get some cooler water. And then the temperature of this water, I don't know what is it, but I can feel it. The temperature this could be like 5 degrees Celsius. Still, I'm not using the SI unit of temperature, but if I use the SI unit of temperature, that would be Kelvin. So in Kelvin, that would be 2 degree Kelvin. So I am hoping I put that beaker inside the reservoir I have the same temperature, 200.
It was designed to help them become familiar with the culture of schools, as well as see what happened in science classrooms. I had the pleasure of working with Rashidul in a number of courses that he completed as part of the graduate degree, including curriculum and methods and data and assessment for educators. 2 courses that were designed to really challenge graduate students to build courses of study and evaluate those courses of study for middle and high school students, science students. I think what stood out for me was obviously Rashidul's enthusiasm for his teaching and the students that he taught. his desire to help them learn science.
Room temperature. So Rashidul is going to filter this out.
Well, this is actually nothing but the cabbage. It comes from the red cabbage. So this is juice of the red cabbage, and now I'm going to filtering. In the hope to separate the juice from the cabbage.
And his creative approaches to how one might do that. I remember very vividly his work with students looking at how to use fruit to generate electricity and complete electric circuits, for example. But I think what really stood out for me was his interest in was not only the interest in learning, but his approach to the ethics of what it meant to be a learner. So he made a video of why there were no trash cans in the Bronx, for example, and I think what stands out for me is the fact that he has an ongoing concern for the world and an ongoing concern about the educational opportunities that are available to all young people, regardless of wherever they may live. I wish him every success with his new venture, studying to become a doctor, complete his doctorate in math. All the best, Rashidul. Bye.
Oh, don't you dare look back, just keep your eyes on me. I said you're holding back. She said shut up and dance with me. This woman, we were victims of the night. The chemical, physical, kryptonite. Help us to the base and the fading light. Oh, my discotheque, Juliet